What's up, YouTube? It's Brandon B, aka Blaze here. So last night I went to the movies with Vinny, Pimp Cool V, and my friend from work, and we saw the movie called Black Panther, which is the new movie from the Marvel Studios, and Black Panther is one of those Marvel comic books from like the 60s or 70s. It was a really good movie. There was a lot of action. We saw it in 3D, so it was really, really cool. There was tons of action. A lot of special effects, and this takes place like before he joined the Avengers, kind of. There was no Captain America, no Iron Man, none of those in this movie. This had to do with the origin story of the Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman plays Black Panther. You had Angela Bassett in it, Forest Whitaker's son. Michael Freeman, who's from Fargo and Lord of the Rings, was also in it as the only white guy besides the guy that played Ulysses Claw. Which I don't know who that was. But this movie also had Michael Jordan's son, as the guy that goes against Black Panther, who tries to take his throne, but turns out they're cousins. Spoiler alert. Overall, this was a really great movie. It took place in Africa. Also, I thought it was cool that the girl from Walking Dead, Michonne, was in this movie. Also, another guy that I thought was cool that they had was the main guy from the movie Get Out. But that's who I saw who was only the famous people in the movie. It was a really great story. It was super long, but tons of action. The movie actually did really go fast. The story was about the Black Panther, about how they were in Waganda, I think it's called, in Africa, and how they had all these high special powers that, like, they were advanced in technology and weapons, but they blocked themselves from the world because they didn't want people to fight over their stuff that gives them like the special powers and the weapons. So pretty much it was an action story about Black Panther and about how his cousin, was trying to take over the throne because his dad killed his own brother. But also Ulysses Claw was after all the special weapons from Uganda, but turns out, spoiler alert, Michael B. Jordan rises up and takes out Ulysses Claw. Overall, I did like the suit that the Black Panther wore. This was the story about how he became the Black Panther, how he became king, and also about like what the special powers like that he has. But his suit is basically like Batman kind of, because it's all utilities and it's all special weapons. But overall, I thought it was a really great movie. But overall, I really liked it. Vinny, actually, it was his second time seeing it. He thought it was a great movie. He didn't want to see it at first, but then he saw it and he said that he liked it a lot. My friend from work actually liked this movie. He's not really into action movies that much because he's never seen like Star Wars or Star Trek. He usually watches comedies, romantic movies, or horror movies, but he did like this movie a whole bunch, and he said it was really cool, really good. I really liked, and my friend really liked, that Angela Bassett was Black Panther's mother, and she's from American Horror Story, and I think the movie Boys in the Hood. But overall, it was a really great movie, and next up you will see Black Panther in the new Avengers Infinity War, because I think he has a little bit of a cameo in the Captain America Civil War, but the Black Panther movie takes place before that time era to show you how he got his start. Don't really know too much to tell you guys, but just it was an awesome, amazing film. I'm actually going to give this movie a 10 out of 10 because it had a great storyline. There was a lot of cool action sequences in it. It was really good in 3D, and it had just a great story that summed up the origin story of the Black Panther. And turns out the Black Panther tribes, there was like different tribes in Africa, and they were all like in how he became Black Panther and how he became king. So when the new guy took over the throne, they all joined forces so that they could give the Black Panther back his throne, which I can't remember what his name was, because they had a lot of different names that's like hard for me to pronounce. But pretty much that's my review for Black Panther. I say everybody should see it. It was just like the movie Doctor Strange about the origin story, because I see how they're sticking to origin stories first, and then they have the team-up films afterwards. But overall, it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. Tons of action. It was some comedy. I laughed a little bit at it. I thought it was pretty funny that they added a couple comedies in it, because I thought it was going to be a straight action film. The best sequences for action that I liked is when they're all on the battlefield fighting each other, and with the ships up in the air. Plus, they have these ships that are like alien spaceships, which I thought was pretty cool. But overall, it was just a great film. I even clapped at the end. It was really, really good, and I was super happy that I was able to see it. But the best action sequences, besides them fighting on the battlefield, is when they're in Tokyo or China going after Ulysses Claw. And then the other best fight scene was between Captain America and his cousin. I mean, not Captain America, between Black Panther and his cousin. My bad, sorry about that. But I'm not going to give any more spoilers because I do want all of you guys out there to watch this movie. After you guys see my review, if you guys decide to go see the movie, comment down below on what you guys thought of the Black Panther. And please keep on watching. Please subscribe. Thank you.